Tonight, live from the studios of Channel 8 Television, located in beautiful downtown Pacifica, California, the scenic gateway to San Francisco. Welcome to the Bruce Latimer Show.
Boy, I hope everybody enjoys that. Boy, that is incredible. Hello, everybody. Wow, what a night. What a beautiful, beautiful night here, Pacifica, California. Oh, I call it the Indian summer or something. That's not very apropos, I guess, today, but it's so beautiful. Oh, you know, we lived here in the city of Pacifica for 20-something years. Incredible place. Oh. Yeah. Hey, are you ready to sort of kind of prepare for a journey tonight? For, you know, we're a local cable access television show that delve into different musical disciplines. We've been doing this for 25 years, and tonight is our 947th show. We're going to go to the land, the land of the blues. We're gonna go to, oh yeah, the area of twang, classic, alternative, country, Americana, originals. Special evening. I hope you have the opportunity to kind of stick with us. Yeah, it's going to pick up and be really, really something unusual. You know, I was thinking today, you know, years ago we had Johnny Cash, one of my favorite performers. We had Bob Hope, who I really like, and we had Steve Jobs. And now I've got no Cash, I got no Hope, I got no Jobs, and my director is fervently hoping that nothing happens to Kevin Bacon. I mean, this is what? This is the land of the free and the home of the bacon. I mean, everybody eats bacon, right? Oh, yeah. Oh, this is a super duper time for me. It always is when I come down. I make this sort of transformation. I'll kind of leave the country and living right near Blue Lakes, out of Ukiah up there. Drive down and see all the different home styles. Listen to all the different radios. And what is going on, how people talk in these towns, the flora, the fauna, the smells. It's just an amazing thing, you know, that I can just do that. I'm just, you know, I get high as a kite doing it. And I come down here right by the ocean, the Pacific Ocean here in the state of California, here in the United States, and I can do this show. The music we're hearing right now is Paul and the boys. Paul and the boys, yeah. Hey, by the way, it's okay. You can make it up, make it go a little quicker. Oh, they've played all over the Bay Area. They're one of my favorite sort of West Coast sounds. Yeah. I like where they're coming from. I like where they're going to. Oh, they're gonna be down at the San Gregorio store Saturday, the 21st. Gonna be at the Sanchez Adobe October 13th. Gonna be at That's a Ms. Paul Quilt Show here in Pacifica. Got a CD out called No Place Like Home. Paul is my favorite singer, songwriter, in his genre. Paul H. Taylor and the Montara Mountain Boys are with us. Put your hands together for him. How many living blues musicians can say that they've performed and recorded with Big Mama Thornton, Tina Turner, John Lee Hooker, Jimmy McCracken, Percy Mayfield, Booker T. Jones, Jimmy Reed. There's only one Ron. I'm talking about Mr. Ron Thompson, who's in our studio this evening. I'm so pleased. You know, I mean, towns around the Bay Area, they have a Ron Thompson Day. Yeah, September the 5th in San Francisco, it's Ron Thompson Day. You know that? Yeah. April the 25th is Ron Thompson Day in Fremont. Yeah. September the 19th is Ron Thompson Day in Newark. I'm sure digging where that cat's coming from. He just had a little bit of rough luck come down on him. Somebody decided to steal his car and all his instruments. By the way, Wayne Friedman did a nice story about that on Channel 7. I want to dedicate this show right now to Judge Murphy, who's passed away. Fine vocalist with the band Zero, Lansdale Station. I want to dedicate it to all the love and the help and understanding and holding and hugging and kissing that I get from my wife for putting up with me every day. Hey, join me right now in welcoming Paul H. Taylor and the Montara Mountain Boys. They're with us. Yeah.
Been stepping out of line and messing with the mind with your head in a sand you quit. Cause ever since you were a little teeny baby girl, said I was the only man in this whole world. Now you better do some thinking, then you'll find you got the only daddy that'll walk the line. I keep on working every day, but all you wanna do is play, and I'm tired of staying out all night. And I'm coming unglued from your funny little moods. And honey, baby, just ain't right. Cause ever since you were a little teeny baby girl, you said I was the only man in this whole world. Now you better do some thinking, then you'll find you got the only daddy that'll walk the line. Got the only daddy that'll walk the line. You keep hanging on my clothes, nearly everybody knows that you're still just putting me on. And when I start to walking, then you're gonna start to squawking and begging me to come back home. Cause ever since you were a little teeny baby girl, you said I was the only man in this whole world. Now you better do some thinking, then you'll find you got the only daddy that'll walk the line. You got the only daddy that'll walk the line. Who makes the whiskey with the water? Who makes the whiskey with the wine? If you you've been doing like you oughta. You've been looking for a way to toe the line. Searching for that magical elixir, something that'll bring me back my youth. Looking for a drink that needs no mixer, something to replace my missing tooth. Who makes the whiskey with the water? Who makes the whiskey with the wine? If you've been doing like you oughta, you've been looking for a way to toe the line. Searching for that special incantation, looking for the words you long to hear, longing for that close association. Hey man, I'm just looking for a beer. Who makes the whiskey with the water? Who makes the whiskey with the wine? If you've been doing like you oughta, you've been looking for a way to toe the line. Searching for that magical elixir, something that'll bring me back my youth. Looking for a drink that needs no mixer, something to replace my missing tooth. Who makes the whiskey with the water? Who makes the whiskey with the wine? If you've been doing like you oughta, you've been looking for a way to toe the line. Who makes the whiskey with the water? Who makes the whiskey with the wine? If you've been doing like you oughta, you're looking for a way to toe the line. You've been looking for a way to toe the line. You've been looking for a way to toe the line. Yeah, yeah. Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4. You don't have to call me anymore, and you won't find me waiting by your door. There's no reason why you should remain, but you know you're leaving hurt me all the same. Without words, and words don't mean a thing. Without words, it's just a paper ring, and you don't have to greet me on the street. Avert your eyes whenever our paths meet. The message that you sent was loud and clear. If you don't want me close, I won't be near. Without words, and words don't mean a thing. Without words, it's just a paper ring. goodbyes don't mean a thing. Goodbyes without words. It's just a paper ring, and you don't have to call me anymore. Thank you. I don't like to eat in restaurants alone. I like someone there when I come home. And I like to hear my telephone ring without some stranger trying to sell me something. And I just want somebody to hold me tight every night, treat me right. And I just want somebody to be my friend, thick and thin, to the end. And I just want somebody like you. And I just want somebody like you. Well, it's the same old game. Somehow the rules never seem to change. No, I don't want to play. I have to deal with it every day. I don't like to go for walks by myself. It's so nice to talk to someone else. Being all alone can be fine, as long as it's not all of the time. And I just want somebody to hold me tight every night, treat me right. And I just want somebody to be my friend, thick and thin, to the end. And I just want somebody like you. And I just want somebody like you. Well, it's the same old game. Somehow the rules never seem to change. No, I don't want to play. I have to deal with it every day. What I like is spending my time with you. There's nothing else that I'd rather do. Seeing you brings a smile to my face. There's no one else can take your place. And I just want somebody to hold me tight every night, treat me right. And I just want somebody to be my friend, thick and thin, to the end. And I just want somebody to hold me tight every night, treat me right. And I just want somebody to be my friend, thick and thin, to the end. And I just want somebody like you. 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 Thank you.
All right. Paul H. Taylor and the Montara Mountain Boys. I love Montara Mountain. I feel like it's a close friend. We used to go hiking up there quite a lot. Yeah. It's got the CD out. Yeah, No Place Like Home. Great little red cottage on the front. Yeah. I was noticing one of the guitarists there on the front, Nick Evanson. He really looked cool on those fire pink shades. And what a voice. What a voice. Well, all of them have great voices. One of my favorite songs that they've ever done is called Mix the Whiskey. God, that's a great piece. And I noticed the other guitarist to the right of Nick, well, he's sort of like a Ramblin' Jack Elliott look-alike in some ways. Wow. Paul Taylor is my favorite. I really feel good when I say this. He's my favorite sort of singer-songwriter in his genre. And it's not just because he's a great singer-songwriter. It's because of the way he leads his life. Huh? Yeah. All right, Paul's sitting next to me right now. We'll do a little bit of talking and see what's what. Put your hands together for Paul, please. Thanks, Paul, for being here, buddy.
How you doing?
Yeah, oh, good, man. That must have sounded strange to somebody. What do you mean it's not about the way you write your song? It isn't. It's about you have sort of personality, about the way you carry yourself, and in doing so, you're able to write these really wonderful songs. Here, have some of this, will you?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now, there's a general store. It's not the Pescadero. San Gregorio?
No, it's the San Gregorio General
That's
Store.
it. Well, God, man, I used to go there when I was a kid and get these great pieces of cheese. You have a gig there coming. So.
We do, this Saturday from 11 to 1.
People that don't, they live, there's no ocean, so they don't really know San Gregorio. They go down that main road, right, and then make a left turn at the San Gregorio General Store.
Well, actually, you go down Highway 1, and you can turn left on Stage Road.
Yes.
That's the way we usually go, or you can go down to the bottom of the hill and turn left on Highway 84.
Cool.
Yeah.
Then, and by the way, what time is that on Saturday?
11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
I like it, man.
It's the early show.
I bet you get a lot of the locals, huh?
It depends.
Yeah,
Sometimes you
yeah.
get hungover cowboys from the night before.
Of course. Yeah, I totally understand. And that's where cowboys can get hungover, as has been witnessed by my director.
They have a great bar down there.
What is it? They call it, it's world known, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to think of the name of it. Why can't I think of it?
No, I'm talking about the bar at the store itself.
Oh, at the store
And,
itself?
and they make great Bloody Marys.
They do?
Yes.
God, I haven't had a Bloody Mary since, I don't know, a long time. I had a friend that used to take them and put the long green beans in it.
Yeah.
And you'd wait before, and then you eat the green bean at the very last, and you go, oh my God, this is great. But I've somehow lost the feeling for that. Hey, who are you playing with this evening? I know Nick, I mentioned.
Well, let's see. We have Nick Evanson on guitar.
Yeah, and vocal.
Yes.
God, he's good, too.
And then Dennis Sherman is on guitar and vocals also. Dennis has been playing with us. And then we have Ken Sailors on dobro and vocals, and
Boy.
Phil Hartman on bass and vocals.
Yeah, you got it together, man.
Well, thank
What
you.
you have a wonderful sound. Just so easy to listen to. Do you have a favorite sort of place that you play on the West Coast here? Or is it like, well, this one's my favorite because, and then this one's my favorite because, and this one over here is my favorite because, do you know what I mean?
Well, San Gregorio, I like San Gregorio because the room sounds great.
Yeah.
I like playing at the Bayview Boat Club because those people like to party. And then the chit chat's fun because it's just a fun place and you get a great view of the ocean there. And then the Bazaar Cafe is nice, except there's no place to park. That place has a great sound too.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Your life has changed. Yeah. You were involved in education for 30 years or something. You're not doing that anymore. You're sort of doing the stuff that people do to keep up the homes.
Well, yeah, we have this family house,
Yeah,
our parents'
yeah.
house, and since I'm the only one who works on it, by the time I get to the back of the house, it's time to start the front
Time
of the
to redo
house
it,
again.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's an ongoing project, and then we have this property up in Inverness, so I have to make sure that the trees aren't falling on people or their property.
That's good. Yeah. You don't do that. Then
Yeah.
that's when things happen, and you go, oh my God, how could that have happened?
Yeah.
Stuff happens. You were given a good map of life's map on sort of learning how to do that. You're a native San Franciscan, is that right?
St. Joseph's Hospital,
Oh my gosh, yeah.
which is no longer a hospital. That used to be a hospital and a nursing school. Now it's a senior residence
Oh,
up on Buena Vista Heights.
right. What a glorious city San Francisco is, huh? Do you ever say to yourself, I'm tired of it. This is bullshit. I'm moving. I'm out of here.
Only when I have to drive around town.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah, especially in the morning.
That would be tough for me. I'm not real good, particularly at this point in my life, with too many people around.
Well, that's the only
Yeah.
time I swear is when I'm driving.
Is that right? God, man, that's
And it's
you're as
kind of
all
embarrassing.
American as you can get.
It's kind of embarrassing if someone else is in the car because
Yeah.
these things are
You
coming
let
out
it
of
come
my
out,
mouth.
huh?
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, that's the Paul Taylor I know.
it's a good thing I don't have a loudspeaker.
I know. You'd put it on there and everybody could hear you.
Yeah.
And then people could alternately flip you off and go, yeah, man, yeah, that's it, yeah. Yeah, you know, this is California after all. Paul Taylor, will you come back in a little while and play another piece or two or so?
Be my pleasure.
You're the man. Huh? Thanks so much for
All right,
coming and
Bruce.
sharing with us who
Thanks
you are
a
and
lot.
what you do.
Okay.
Oh, well, I want to say, let's say hello to Uke. Uke is in our studio. Uke Lorenzo with our show a couple of weeks ago. Thank you, people, by the way, who did take the time on Facebook and stuff to let us know how much you enjoyed that particular show. That's what the scene is. It's about touching, you know, getting down, getting real, and sharing your feelings without a whole bunch of commercial stuff going on. I don't know. I can't take it. I've had to let go a lot of opportunity probably because of it. I prefer just to let it happen. Are you kids doing okay? Hey, you know, that's what we're doing tonight is putting out our light, letting our light shine. Our light right now is going to go into blue, deeply blue, blue, deeply blue. Our next guest is, God, he's kind of just recuperating, but not really, because he's past that. Somebody came over to his house. You may have seen it on the news on Channel 7. Wayne Friedman did I thought, a very good story on the people that stole Ron's car and his instruments. He's one of the finest blues people I know in the scene. And you will not see the total Ron, but you're going to see part of it, and I'll tell you why you won't, and explain a little bit more about that. Mr. Ron Thompson is on our stage right now. Put your hands together for him, please.
Freight train, let me ride. I said, freight train, let me ride. I'm leaving early in the morning, baby. I got the chill in my eye. If I could holler like some old mountain jack, if I could holler like some old mountain jack, I will climb on that mountain, baby, and I try to call my baby back. I'm gonna pick up some Mad Dog wine. I'm going down to the liquor store. I'm gonna pick up some Mad Dog wine. Me and my friends gonna start drinking. I got my little girl on my mind. Thank you. Thank you very much. Tell me anybody, now really do you give a damn of me? Now tell me anybody, now really do you give a damn of me? You want to let my satisfied, keep on burning me. Lay my money down, I would. Come on now. The jitterbug swing. All right. You feel all right so far, everybody? Yeah, jitterbug swing now. All right. Thank you. Do I got time to do one more? All right, little Cadillac walk. When the moon comes up, sun goes down, that's when Rita start to creep around. Fire on her mind, fire on her breath, 14 names eyes on her chest room, tattooed on her thigh. Makes dead men's eye, but it makes my young blood wild. My baby's got Cadillac walk, the Cadillac walk, the Cadillac walk. Now when Rita Mae goes down a bed, grown men, honey, baby, honey, you're the one. I carve your name right on my gun. She's something so nice. Rattle like dice and it makes my young blood wild. My baby's got Cadillac walk, the Cadillac walk, the Cadillac. Come on, man. Come on, man. Cadillac, my friend. Cadillac, my friend. Cadillac, my friend.
Hey!
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Oh, my garden. Little green turtle. Little green turtle. You just got to hear the man that plays the music that you dance to. Can't hear it out here in the studio. Is it on right now with the whole band? Can we hear it in the studio? Yeah. Little green turtle, you must be having some kind of turtle orgasm, huh? Oh, dude. Uh-huh. Yeah. Did you ever think? Did you ever feel in your little turtle life that you'd meet Ronnie Thompson? Yeah. How about you folks out in the studio? You ready to do a little talking with Ron? Huh? All right. Put your hands together for Ron Thompson. Oh, yeah. Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, huh?
This
Hey,
turtle too.
have some of this. Oh, yeah, man. Have some
Thank you
of-
very much, Bruce.
I was looking at the last time you were on. That tells you how busy you've been. It was 247 shows ago.
Okay, well, you've been busy too.
Geez, dude, I'm approaching 1,000 shows. You were on the 700th. And I remember you said, this is the real 700 Club or something like that. I just thought that was sweet, man. You've been going through that doggone, somebody stole your car out of the carport or something.
That's right. That's what they did. He
Do that
stole
thing.
it. And it was like I was working I've been working a whole lot. And it means a whole lot of driving. And that's part of the deal. And I was so tired, I didn't take my stuff out of the trunk.
Just leave it, yeah.
You know, and that was my mistake. And I come back, had some other things to do, and I was driving all over California, literally. And hill and valley, or valley and hill, whatever. And come back out to the carport, it's gone.
You got your stuff in it.
And I couldn't believe it.
God,
I was like, whoa.
I saw that.
Did somebody a friend of mine borrow it or something and like didn't, emergency? I was trying to think of all these things and it's gone.
Well, it's shocked. See, what a lot of people cannot understand is like, well, they stole your guitar, you just go get another guitar. With you, there's no such thing. Each of your instruments, I mean, they're like these, they're part of your body. You know, I was reading something, what Chris Isaak said about you, Ron, about after you had done some recording with him on an album, San Francisco days. And Chris Isaak, he called you on the stage and he introduced you, saying to the audience, you might think those crowd barriers out there are here to keep you away from the stage, but they're not. They're here to keep Ron Thompson away from you. You're such a, I don't know, I've never seen a person get so into his music as you have. And I said earlier, there's no way anybody is going to tell what kind of true musician you are, entertainer, by watching a few minutes on this television show. But we're so pleased that you are here.
Well, I
I
appreciate letting me have the time to play, you know, and do my thing. I really do appreciate it. I really do.
Well,
Bruce.
it's big time. As I mentioned earlier, there are not many living blues people, Ron, that have had the opportunity to play with, Big Mama Thornton, with John Lee. Tom Mazzolini says you know this about you, that Ron is the most talented blues guitarist I've ever seen. He can do it all. What many folks aren't aware of is that Ron was a huge asset in the re-emergence of the John Lee Hooker. He was the foundation for that boogie sound, and I totally agree with that.
Well, it came from playing rhythm behind, knowing the right rhythms to play.
Yeah.
And it's sometimes it's what you don't play compared to what you do play. Because like if you do the wrong notes, hey man.
Yeah.
You know, I learned from Eddie Taylor. He's the guy that played the bump, ba bump, ba bump on Jim Reed stuff, for instance. He just showed me stuff because he liked me, and Robert Jr. Lockwood and John Lee Hooker.
Yeah.
You know, and I really enjoyed, being back there and knowing what to do, not mess up, and
Well, who you are and what you are is not adequately explained by you or even me, but here's what I do know, is that, you know, with all the stuff that you have incorporated simply by being around great musicians, there ain't no way you're going to learn that in no book. I mean, you know what I mean? There are some people, oh, well, I play the blues, you know, their heart might be into it, but their soul or something is missing.
Well, like this episode of my life, get my car stolen. I mean, like, that can happen to anybody, but it's like, it's more of a thing where I can get my guitar and just go for it. You know what I mean? And release some tension, if nothing else. You'd say that.
Big
and
time.
that's what blues is about. That, you know, and I have that avenue opposed to other people that don't have that or don't know how to find it. And that's really what it's about. Do I making sense to anybody?
To the people that can hear, I say that all the time. Hey, Ron, a little bit later, would you come and play maybe another piece or two for us, and just kind of assuage us with your talent, yours.
Well, thank you.
So cool you've come here this evening, man. Because something is important has happened. Thank you, Ron.
It's a pleasure
Ron
to be on
Thompson.
your show, Bruce.
Yeah,
Okay.
man. Thank you. Put your hands together for Ron. We'll go back to the gentleman. I say gentleman advisedly. The men that are on our stage that opened up our show this evening. Please welcome back Paul H. Taylor and the Montara Mountain Boys.
I was sitting on the bus one day on my way home from work. When right down there beside me sat some dang cell phone jerk. He was talking loud about nothing, and he woke me from my sleep. And when I came to my senses, this is what I said to that creep. Why don't you take that cell phone and stick it where the sun don't shine? Nobody wants to hear you talking to your bucky concubine. Nobody needs to listen to your conversation, man, it's a bore. Why don't you take that cell phone and get your act right out the door? And now we're sitting in a restaurant, deciding what to eat, when a well-dressed gent walked by my table, looking for a seat. I was talking to the waiter, asking for his best suggestions, when that gentleman's cell phone did ring, and man, it gave me indigestion. Why don't you take that cell phone and stick it where the sun don't shine? Nobody wants to hear you talking to your bucky concubine. Nobody needs to listen to your conversation, man, it's a bore. Why don't you take that cell phone and get your act right out the door? You're just a cell phony. Don't wanna hear your name, baloney. You're so damn annoying, and you don't care what you're destroying. And I was attending the theater, enjoying a fine play, when the cell phone started ringing, and it brought me to dismay. When it didn't stop, the audience began to seethe with rage, and suddenly the actors screamed this chorus from the stage. Why don't you take that cell phone and stick it where the sun don't shine? Nobody wants to hear you talking to your bucky concubine. Nobody needs to listen to your conversation, man, it's a bore. Why don't you take that cell phone and get your act right out the door? Why don't you take that cell phone and get your act right out the door? Why don't you take that cell phone and get your act right out the door? Thank you.
Oh. Paul H. Taylor and the Montara Mountain Boys. Thank you so much, guys. Wow. San Gregorio General Store. There was this Saturday. It was 11 o'clock, Paul?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Ugh. Get off your good intention. Get outside there and go down on the coast side here. That's where we're coming to you from, right along the coast side of this. They call it a state of California. I mean, we've got these beautiful little coastal towns up and down the coast. These people are well worth seeing. Get yourself a big old hunk of jack cheese from one of those big rounds, you know. Huh. Yeah. Well, that was sweet. Thanks to Paul and all the guys. Alrighty. Oh, by the way, Ron, if you're interested in getting a couple of his CDs, I got Ron Thompson and his Resistors, Still Resisting. And there's, they got Hip Shake on this one, which I really like. Honest I Do, remember it? Honest I do, I always love you. And boy, does he do a great version of that. Freight Train, Let Me Ride. And here's the other Ron Thompson Resonator. Basically acoustic. Doing It is on there. I Got to Find Her, Broken-Hearted Love Affair. Oh, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Yeah, sweet stuff. I hope that some of you at some point will let yourself find out what this particular brand of blues guitarist is about. The Resistors one is really cool because it looks like a little, I don't know, what do you call it, 45, guys? Huh? 45, 33? Huh? Isn't that sweet? Yeah. I'd like my director to have one on each ear. He looked like Mickey Mouse or something. Huh. All right. Well, Ron's on our stage right now, and he's going to give us a little flavor of who he is at this time, as he can, on this television show. Please welcome him back, Mr. Ron Thompson. Yeah.
Oh, thank you very much, everybody. Boom, 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 boom. Gonna shoot you right down, right off of your feet. Take you home with me, put you in my house. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, yeah. I love to see you strut up and down the floor. When you talk to me, that baby talk, I like it like that. When you talk like that, you knock me dead, right off my feet. Whoa, child, walk that walk, talk that talk. Oh yeah, I wanna see you walking now, baby, up and down the avenue. Where you walk that walk, and talk that talk, and whisper in my ear, tell me that you love me. I love that talk. When you talk like that, you knock me dead, right off my feet. Oh, child. Thank you very much, everybody. Let's see what we got here going on. Let me think of it. The landlord rang my front door bell. He let it ring for a long, long spell. I went to the window, I peeped through the blind. I asked him just what was on his mind. He said, money, honey, money, honey, money, honey, if you want to get along with me. I was so faithless, I was so hard-pressed. I called the woman that I loved the best. I finally got an answer at 3:30. You said, what in the world do you want with me? I said, money, honey, money, honey, money, honey, if you want to get along with me. Thank you very much. You got another song to do. This is for Bruce. He was singing it earlier, and Sandy here. And actually, that last song was a John Lee Hooker song. Boom Boom. I used to play that with him every night. I used to work with him. Boom Boom. That was John Lee. But this is what I'm gonna do. A Jimmy Reed song. I had the chance to play with him at one point in my life, and it was a big thing for me. But it was called "Honest I Do." Yeah. Don't you know that I love you? Honest I do. I would never place you. No one above you. Please tell me you love me. Stop driving me mad. You the sweetest little woman I ever had. I hear, baby. I told you I love you. Stop driving me mad. When I woke up this morning, baby, I never feel so bad. I know, baby.
I just got nice, little chills in that little backbone part of me. Brings back good feelings. I remember Jimmy Reed. I remember Big Mama. All these folks. Yeah, this has been a fine show. Thank you so much for, giving yourself I don't know what you call it, I could say, opening up your mind about a particular type of music, or you can say anything. It's whatever you get out of this sort of programming that we're trying to do here. People, it's just a beautiful, beautiful thing. And we've done it again tonight. I think we're pretty successfully. We'll get another shot of everybody who's been with us. Mr. Ron Thompson's up on that stage, and of course Paul Aids Taylor and all the folks from the Paul Aids Taylor and Montara Mountain Boys. This has been very, very sweet. I think tonight we're going to go out with I'm kind of stuck on this. Yeah, a little something from Bye Bye Love. Ray Charles recorded this, and I think it was '59. I believe it was on Atlantic, and when I heard it, I absolutely could not believe it. And many, 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 many years have come and gone over the bridge or under the bridge, and water was passed under, and it's been something really special. I hope that we got something out to you tonight that was really, really sort of special. That you'll be able to sort of use and feel. And maybe you'll even call in the station and want to get a copy of this show. I don't know nothing except just to do what we do and try to be honest and have good feelings about it. If you don't keep yourself going and keep strong and positive and powerful, ain't nobody gonna do it for you. We've been doing it, and we're gonna continue as long as we can. So I guess until next time, we think good thoughts if you can, and if not, hey, just move on and go roll with it. Take care of yourselves. Yeah. Bye bye, love.
Someone new, she sure looked happy.